Hi, I'm Holly and I'm a canine nutritionist. I specialise in the feeding of canine athletes, and I want to tell you a little bit about why I recommend maxxicalm both for my clients and also why I use it for my own dogs. This is maxxicalm. This is a calming supplement for dogs. It helps with supporting balanced mood and behaviour. Now, changing a dog's behaviour is not just about giving them a supplement and done. When you want to modify a dog's behaviour, you also need to engage in behaviour modification training and to look at your dog's lifestyle as a whole and see where you can make changes that facilitate better behaviour for your dog. But supplementation has its place, and my supplement of choice is maxxicalm. I use this with my own dogs and I also use this with clients' dogs. I find that maxxicalm helps both my own dogs and clients' dogs in their behaviour, in that it helps them to be less anxious. It also helps them to be less pessimistic. When my dogs and my clients' dogs are on maxxicalm, one of the biggest changes I see is that they are more positive. The things in their life that upset them seem to upset them less. And even if they do get upset, they recover quicker. And it's not as much of a big thing for them. They can move on much more quickly than if they weren't to have the maxxicalm. And I think that is really essential in a calming supplement. And the reason being is because when you want to elicit a change through training, you need to have that window of opportunity where what you put in place is going to have an effect. And what maxxicalm does is it gives you that opportunity, because it might delay the way that a dog reacts to something that upsets them, or because it makes the reaction more short-lived and easier to move on from. It means that your behaviour modification training can be more effective. The ingredients in maxxicalm are some of my favourites. It has chamomile, it has passion flower, has B vitamins and magnesium. I really like the ingredients because it's another product where everything that I have previously had to use separately is now all in one supplement. The passion flower that's in maxxicalm is something that I've used for a lot of years with both my own dogs and with clients' dogs. I find it helps with mood and anxiety, not just because it's calming, but it aids sleep. A dog who is well rested is going to be more able to face the challenges that the world presents to them. So passion flower is an excellent ingredient for that. Chamomile works with GABA receptors, and in that way helps with calming. The other thing about chamomile is it helps relax smooth muscle. So for a dog that is anxious, not only is that a mental thing, but they may hold their body quite tight. So having something that just helps the muscles relax means that there is a feeling of greater well-being, because that tightness that comes along with anxiety is somewhat relieved. And the magnesium that's in maxxicalm, a really good ingredient. You can search anywhere and find about the positive benefits that magnesium has on mood and anxiety. For my own dogs, I use maxxicalm for a few of them. One of them doesn't really like being left on his own, and that has definitely improved since being on maxxicalm. It's not a major problem. He doesn't get very upset, usually just a little bit of whinging, a little bit of yapping, and then he settles down. But being on the maxxicalm, there's a lot less of that. And certainly when he's not on the maxxicalm, I can see the difference, that he is more easily triggered to being a little bit vocal once he realizes that he's by himself. One of my other dogs has some significant behavioral issues, and that's the reason why he came to me. In particular, repetitive behaviors, obsessive behaviors, and he's just really very anxious all the time. And since being on maxxicalm, a lot different, a lot more positive, a lot less repetitive behaviours, and a lot less vocalisation. I can certainly tell the difference when he hasn't had it. He's harder to communicate with because his brain is elsewhere. He's just being anxious. We have a better connection when he's on the maxxicalm, which helps with his training and helps with our communication. And these are two things that are really important with positive behaviour support. So it's part of a regime for my dogs of things that help them feel better. For my clients' dogs, the same. It's part of a regime of things that help the dogs feel better. But there's definitely an obvious regression for the dogs that have been on maxxicalm and for whatever reason have come off it. Either people haven't reordered it, or for whatever reason the dog hasn't been given it. That's when you see the difference that maxxicalm makes. When it's not there, the behaviours regress. So definitely in my armoury for dogs that need some help and support with finding life less difficult.